Hey everyone, hi. So live from KK's Kitchen, what's happening today? You're seeing it first again. So I'm really been focused on comfort without the crash. That might be a title of my next book after the bioenergetic cooking method comes out with all of the delicious alternatives for our cravings with desserts. But what we're doing today is there are so many problems right now with metabolic health, with high glucose, blood sugar, all of the foods that have had hidden sugar in them. So also keto is a very popular term, and really what it does help with is bringing down our metabolic inflexibility and helping to cure that. So what we're going to do is, this is an organic cauliflower. You can buy organic cauliflower rice. I just like to ensure that everything is organic. Otherwise, we are getting pesticides, herbicides, things that go right to the endocrine system. That's our hormones, and we want to keep those nice and balanced, as well as feeding ourselves the highest vibrating energy food. So this is lovely, and these are shiitake mushrooms. They're already cut up. This is organic, one full thing of organic asparagus. We've got garlic, lemon. We're going to use coconut cream, coconut oil, a little bit of bone broth. Very simple. So first we're going to start out making the cauliflower rice with your food processor. So easy. All right. So again, first you're just going to break off all these big pieces. And then we're just going to cut in kind of a diamond or square shape, cut down into it, and then it will all fall apart for us. So this is great. You can cut these off or rip them off. Very easy. And you see, it's a core that goes in. So I take a nice sharp, I like my sharp chef knife, the smaller one here. So you just cut around, down in, and this core comes right out. So now you got the big piece out. So this is also a really great way to do buffalo cauliflower as well. And let's just hold on a second. I'm going to turn off my email so it doesn't pop up. Okay, we are good to go. So you just want to make sure that just cut them in kind of uniform pieces. So just cut around the inside core, and the florets will just jump right out at you. Have a little bite of one. When you smell real food, this is real energy. This is where the photonic energy comes from. Of course, you're going to get super high energy from herbs because they have really high antioxidants. And that's what creates that bright smell. So we're just going to put these in here, and we're going to pulse them. And I'm just going to cut a couple of these up a little bit more. And this is how you would do butterfly, the big buffalo cauliflower. You just take a big one, you cut it down the center, you have a flat piece. So let's just get all of these in here and give it a nice little pulse. Do it in a couple of batches. I don't want to overload it. So just get the cover on. Blend up really quick. And we're done. So I'm going to just take out the big pieces and keep the rice part. I'm going to put the rice part in a bowl right here, and then just do the rest. Very easy. Okay. So another 30 seconds, and we're done making cauliflower rice. But this way you can assure, it's the freshest, organic, very easy. And depending on how many you're making, this will serve 4 people, 1 whole head of cauliflower. So let's just finish up making the rice, and then we're going to cook the other things. This recipe takes 20 minutes tops. Oh good, there's a piece for me to eat. I'll eat that one. And we are done. So let me just, I'm just gonna finish cleaning up. You can see this is cauliflower rice. This is the way I also make my cauliflower rice pizza, which is going to be in my book. Pizza crust, amazing. You don't cook it, so there's not a mess. There's no squeezing out. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okie dokie, we're back. So you can actually add onions to this. You can saute onions with this as well. I'm not putting onions in. You can. We're using coconut oil, and this is a nice, deep saute pan. I love these copper core all-clad pans. They're worth every penny. And we're gonna want some I chop up extra garlic. I'll probably take a shot of it myself, but I do like a little bit more garlic than most recipes you'll see. So we're not using just 2 cloves, we're using several more. Fresh garlic smells amazing. That smell, as it sits, it smells a little bit more. That is that compound that's really helpful to your liver. Has all of those great protective qualities. So just mince it up here. A little chef knife is great for this, or a big one, because you get that nice rocking motion. You just clean off the big pieces, put them in a pile, and just go at it again. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. You're cooking at home for your health, so don't get nervous about it. So let's put it all in here. I also have one of these. They're awesome. They clean up your board for you, so you can get all your prep work nice and clean. So I already cleaned up the food processor really quick. Just took a couple minutes. It helps keep your workspace nice and organized. Just rinse that out, put it away, keep everything nice and nice. So we're just gonna add a nice tablespoon of the coconut oil here. And I like to use these soft kind of spatulas. And we're just gonna saute the mushrooms until some of the water comes out. That's why you always start with the onions, because the onions are gonna have moisture and you wanna get those out. So we'll saute those up for a little bit here. And then we're gonna add in the garlic and the asparagus. Now you know when asparagus is cooked enough, it gets bright green. So just a little bit. Okay, so, and then we're gonna be adding the broth and I'm adding coconut cream, or you can just use all coconut milk. So I've chose to use part broth, half a cup, and a little over half a cup of coconut cream. And then that's all just gonna cook with this and finito. Of course, we're adding some lemon and some parsley. So see you back here. So while that's sauteing, let's talk about why we're using cauliflower. So a low carb conversion. If we hope to lose weight, however, we need to be fat burning. So once you get down to your desired weight, then you're maintaining. But to lose weight, you need to burn fat, which means you need to be in the green, which means you don't have a lot of sugar in your body, which converts to energy, which either gets used or stored as fat. So to combat that and to still feel good, we need other sources. And coconut oil is one of the best because it is an energy oil. So while you're cutting sugar, refined sugars and everything else, changing your palate so you're not craving all that, killing off all the stuff in your body that's helping you crave more, we need to create energy. So that's why coconut oil is brilliant for that. Coconut milk, coconut products, and they have other stuff like lauric acid. Very high quality ingredients. So the carb conversion though, just 1 cup of risotto. Why does it taste so good? Well, typically there's cream, there's butter. It all converts to sugar. It's that same feeling you get when you eat rice. It's all sugar. So you're getting that sugar rush. 1 cup of risotto though, guys, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. About 37, 38 grams of carbohydrates. It could be more depending what else is in there. 1 gram of fiber though. So you subtract out the fiber, you're left with 36. You divide that by 5. Okay, so you're getting almost 8 grams of sugar in just 1 cup of risotto. Now, in a restaurant, more than likely you're getting more than a cup of risotto, or you're definitely going to want to eat more than a cup because it's pretty yummy. So we want this feeling without the carbs. So what happens with cauliflower? Cauliflower, where was it? It's 27. What did I write it down? Oh, 26 grams of carbs in an entire medium-sized head of cauliflower. 12 grams of fiber. So you're left with 14 grams. Divide that by 5. Okay, so you're about 3 grams of sugar in an entire head, and we're using it in 4 here. So you see, that is the huge difference in the conversion. So we need alternatives. And you know, metabolic imbalance doesn't just happen overnight. And unfortunately, our doctors don't warn us when we're at 80. They don't warn us really when you're at 100. And watch it doesn't mean anything to most people because they don't understand how to change. So you need some low carb opportunities. And one of my creamy garlic mashed cauliflower is absolutely brilliant, and I cream it up a little bit, adding in a Japanese yam, so that gives it a little more creamy texture. We want the texture, we want the flavor. Brilliant. This is going to taste incredible though. So we're just going to add in the garlic. These mushrooms are looking great. I think you can see them. So this is looking nice. Let's get the garlic in there. Fantastic. And so what we did with the asparagus, the bottoms of the asparagus are thick, right? This is also an inulin fiber. You can do this, very fibrous at the end, it's more fibrous than at the top. So this helps to feed our gut microbiome as well. Asparagus has a ton of good properties. So I didn't cut them super small. I could have cut them a little bit smaller, like some of these, but maybe I will. So yeah, so cut them about 1 inch, and let's just saute those until the asparagus gets bright green, and then we're going to add in the rice cauliflower. Okay, so this is looking fantastic. Can you see the asparagus is getting a little bright green? That's what you want. The mushrooms are reduced in size. Now we're going to add a little bit of squeezed lemon. One of the organic, this is my favorite from Italy, the squeezer. I'll show you how to read it first. So it's about 2 tablespoons, a half of a lemon. Let's see. Perfecto. And I don't drink, but I do keep a little white wine in the fridge in case I'm using a little. So we're adding a little of that to it. This is just 2 tablespoons. Now this is the squeezer. See how it comes apart? You can find this. It's fantastic. And my clients generally get one of these as long as they have one on hand. And this is, it really gets your lemon all squeezed out really, really well. That's what you want. You don't want to miss any. Okay, we're going to add the rest of everything, and that's a half a cup of organic bone broth. That one is. If you're vegan, you don't use the bone broth. And then we're going to have a half a cup of this. So this is 13 ounces. It's a little over a cup. And I can eyeball about a half a cup. And then I'm just going to save the rest in this jar with a lid, because I add this to my smoothies, especially my chocolate monkey business one. It's really great for extra energy with all that protein and the chocolate and the peanut butter. Delicious. So now we're going to add the rice. Scoop this in. Going to give it a toss, cover it, and let it simmer. Looking so yummy. Yes, we just want to soften the cauliflower. We want all the flavors to combine. You can add a little lemon zest. It's looking great. Look at this. Great. So let me grab a cover. I'm going to let that sit, I think for about 10 minutes. I'll confirm with you. I'm making this up as we go. Okay, let's let you check in on what's going on here. And basically, I'm going to be chopping up some fresh Italian parsley. Nothing smells better than fresh herbs. Those are going to go on after. I want to preserve all of those good plant nutrients. I did put about 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt on this just to brighten everything. So you know, if you know me, you know that I have jars of really great raw nuts. For me, I would add some pistachios to this. Perfect. Raw pistachios. Delicious. So good. And actually, they're going to go with the composition because they're a little bit lightly green. So they'll be great. It's going to have nice texture. And that's what you want from food, the flavor, the texture. And we're going to zest a little bit of lemon just to add a little more brightness. This is a microplane. It's easy to zest. Usually I like to do a full lemon so I don't accidentally catch my fingers. You don't want to do that. So you just get off. And that's why you need to do organic lemons only. I rinse my lemons. They're all organic. Otherwise, you're just microplaning a lot of pesticides. This smells so amazing. You're zesting the skin where these strong oils are. And that's why we put an entire lemon in my green warrior smoothies, because you see all that on the back. So we're going to collect all this nice, and I'm just going to put it in one of those, my little, where I already cleaned up everything. Here we go. Why it's good to have one of these and get them at Williams-Sonoma. Just like this. Nice. And so how is this looking? Wow, how's this look, guys? Smells ridiculous. So good. So good. Yum. I'll give it a taste test after it's a little bit more. You want the water, you want everything to cook in and absorb. Then we're going to add the rest, and we'll be done. Hey guys, it's looking amazing. Smells great. I took the cover off so it can get a little thicker. You know that the coconut milk gets thick when it gets cold. So if there's leftovers, it'll be thicker. I'm going to add a little bit of cracked black pepper for a nice little pop. So what I have here is my this is a fresh thyme. And have little, these are little scissors for your herbs. I like to just back this right off. You just pull it the opposite way on the stem and all the little pieces come off. And then you can just pinch off the tops. You have the little sticks. Fresh thyme is so much different than the ones you buy in the store. And make sure you breathe it and taste it so you know what it smells like. It's engaging your mind. So in here, there's some fresh parsley and there's some fresh thyme. We have some of our lemon zest, and we're going to add that as soon as this is done, getting a little bit thicker, just simmering it down, and we're done. And while this was going on, you could have cooked a piece of sauteed a piece of salmon, or baked a piece of salmon. So quick. It's ready for a nice, beautiful side. So it's just about done. So I've added just a small handful, maybe like 2 tablespoons of the raw pistachios. Optional. That's just a little bit of KK creativity, and that's what I want you guys to do. Just adding a tiny bit more salt, and we're gonna add in the herbs, toss them around. It's warmed up. This is the lemon zest. So fantastic. Oh, great. this is what we miss when we're just ordering it. We have absolutely no idea. The smells that go into it, texture, and this just looks amazing. And it's ready because I don't cook the herbs. I let them be nice and raw. So this is ready. I'm gonna add this to this beautiful big white Italian inspired, actually it was made in Italy, dish. So this easily serves for 4 to 6 because I've got lots of stuff in here. Yeah, easily. So absolutely stunning. Let's take a taste of this. So you're going to taste a little brightness, a little bit of sweet, a little pungent from the mushroom. Oh my God, I love this pistachios in there. So great, what a nice little surprise. So put them in, if you can do it, let them cook a little to get warmed up. This is so good, you're gonna love it. Here we are, comfort without the crash. So this is a low carb, high energy option for risotto, asparagus and shiitake, organic shiitake mushroom. Hope you enjoyed it, right here from KK's Big Kitchen. Check this out. So be sure to follow me on Instagram, KK's Big Kitchen, and Facebook, and you'll see lots of different posts. With this, I can assure you, you will love.